about specials. I finally starting to realize never give up and go inside. Can't wait to leave.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
On the carry.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun to McCaffrey. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Number 29, the ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He's losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
The wide receiver.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check,
2nd and 11. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
5 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll look to throw here. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Ball carrier. Javon Kinlaw on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 49.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Panthers 3.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Panthers 10, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of
16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
He's across midfield.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
48-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And a 49er 1st down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Is good.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
15-yard line.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. $13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing right, and that's complete. The pass. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
They need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. the gun. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think of, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
To throw now on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete to Kyle.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Complete.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time and another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there, gets him down to the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. And he's in for the 49ers score.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
4 yards.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to look deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Joey Slye.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down, 49ers.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here's second and 8. Connects with Kittle underneath. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And Gold is able to put it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
49ers.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 76 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. and pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes to score Panthers 24, 49ers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it.
Conversion is successful.
And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
49ers 21. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
49-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
2nd and 6 at the Niners' 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Third down, here's McCaffrey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap